It's very important for me to make this video so that you know what is happening in the UK. There is another petition. It is your time to lend your voice. It's about the ILR, indefinite leave to remain. And this petition makes a lot of sense. I mean, it just solves the problem that the British government, the politicians have been talking about. They've been complaining about ILR because they believe people will apply for public funds, that's benefits. We already know that there is no statistics that shares that the people on the benefits are migrants. In fact, right now 24 million people have access to one or more DWP benefits. So there are 13 million out of that 24 million who are on state pension. We know that they are on state pension. Then 10 million are of working age. And that 10 million of working age, guys, is one issue or the other. Some people are not feeling fine. But with a population of 67 million, you'll be wondering why 10 million of working age are on benefit. It's only 800,000 or so that are below 18. So you might just be wondering, if benefit is the problem, let's take it out of the equation. Let people get ILR. So this is what this proposal is all about. I'm going to share this proposal with you. I will share the link so that you can sign it if you're interested in it. We are expecting some response from the government in the next 3 days. I will share any response the government has. I feel it's just a way to lend your voice to say, hey, we found a way to solve this problem. Listen to us. What do you think about this? How can this be solved? I'm going to share all the people that will be affected by the new proposal that they have made. You know that Shabana Mahmood, the new Home Secretary, announced on the 20th of November this year that the ILR will be retrospective. And she sounded like, oh, she's just trying to solve a problem between people in the community, people who are migrants, people who have one challenge or the other with migration. So she wants to find a middle ground, and she felt that by making it retrospective and solving their idea that, hey, it's going to be for benefits, that's the reason why migrants are taking all these things. So I'll share everything. Those people who are affected by the latest changes in ILR. There are some people that don't know they are affected. Some people are going to get 15 years, but they think it's only healthcare workers. I'll share the list. I'll scroll down the list so that you can see the list of people affected. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK. If you're interested in any of these, please subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell so that each time I drop a new video, you'll be amongst the first people to see that video. If you need support getting a visa sponsorship job, you need someone to optimize your CV, cover letter, supporting information, or personal statement, then reach out to me. The link will be in the description as well as in the comment. Please don't reach out to me when it is 2 months till the end of your visa, as I'm getting a lot of clients like this. I'm not a miracle worker. I like when you start early. Start way early, guys. Don't use it as an emergency thing. Yes, I've been able to help people in that type of situation, but there's so much you can do. You can't perform miracles. Always start early, guys. Without wasting time, let's get into this video. This is the petition. Keep 5-year ILR and restrict access to benefit for new ILR holders. The government should keep the current 5-year route to indefinite leave to remain ILR and restrict access to government benefits for new ILR holders. They believe that if they do it this way, it will be a win-win. People will get their ILR, they will not have access to benefits, they will do what they need to do, they'll continue to work and support the system. That is what they believe. Now, it says extending the ILR route to 10 years would unfairly affect thousands of skilled worker visa holders who move to the UK based on existing 5-year routes, disrupting their plans, families, and financial stability. The government should keep the 5-year ILR routes and ensure new ILR holders demonstrate financial independence before accessing public benefits. We think this protect fairness and stability. It actually makes sense. If you guys are concerned that we are going to take up benefits, then don't give us benefits. Let's get the ILR, but no benefits. That is what they are saying. Because this ILR thing, people don't know that some kids are due to apply for university and they will be charged international fees. Now, international fees is like 20, 25,000, 35,000, depending on the university you're going to, a year. How much are you earning that you can afford to sponsor your child and pay this fee? And remember, they don't have access to loans. Now, migrants will not have access to student loans. They will not have access to so many things. They have to pay upfront sometimes. Sometimes they'll tell them to pay half and pay the remaining as you complete your studies. And you cannot get your certificate until you complete your fees. So it's going to be very difficult for those people who they have said, oh, it's now 15 years to ILR. And people think it is just healthcare workers. Guys, it's not just healthcare workers. If you know your name is not on the skilled worker visa list and the eligible health and care, then education jobs, then forget it. All the occupations on the temporary shortage list, all the occupations on the immigration salary list, as long as you got your COS and you apply for a visa from 2021, you'll be caught up in the system. The system, meaning even bookkeepers, data analysts, chefs, drivers. There are just so many occupations on that list. It's a long list. Many people thought that it's just healthcare workers that she was talking about because she mentioned people in the health and social care. But she also mentioned skilled worker visa holders. If you look at that document, a fairer pathway to settlement, you would see that anything below 6 will be affected. So what we are battling is not something small. I know I'm always talking about the university. I know the other impacts. As someone who has submitted up to how many visa applications now? I think it's 5 or so, or 4. How many visa applications have I done? Or how many applications have I done? I'm on another one now. Let me tell you something. Almost 10 years to ILR. It is not funny. It's a tough pathway. You keep saving. Once you save money, you just pump it in there for whatever application you want to do. You move to the next stage. You gathering documents is not funny at all. And when they keep telling you that, oh, it's so easy to get ILR, it is not easy. It's a lot of planning, a lot of documentations, a lot of... So imagine doing this for 15 years, doing this for 10 years. It's not funny. Usually, if you're a student, if you come in for 1 year, then you do your graduate visa for 2 years, then you get on a skilled worker visa 5 years. It will be now 8 years, then you get ILR. But guess what? With this, everything changes. With graduate visa becoming 18 months, which is almost 2 years. Imagine getting on a skilled worker visa and it's a care job that you're on. So 15 years plus the 3 years, that's 1 year as your master's postgraduate studies, 18 months. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's 18 years. That's what it sounds like. Maybe if you have 1 degree because you wrote maybe English, IELTS C1, they remove 1 year for you. So 14 years. Guys, it's crazy. When they said anything below RQF level 6, it means that everybody needs to upskill, look for another job, get a promotion, earn your keep. Remember that migrants do not take benefits. They pay their taxes, they pay IHS fees, they pay all sorts of fees. There are just so many fees involved with visa. Guys, I don't know. I feel that you should sign this petition. Like I said, anything on table 1A, go and look at Statement of Changes in Immigration Rules H997. Look at table 1A. If your occupation is on that list, note that they want to give you 15 years. Yes, that is what their plans. If you are under the teaching assistant role, you know all those roles that they remove, dental nurse, all those ones, they believe that you are not up to RQF level 6. Therefore, they want to give you 15 years to ILR. So that is why you should sign that petition. I'm going to put the petition. I'm also going to add something else. I'm going to add the consultation, the public consultation that the government created. I'm also going to add the evidence-based reporting for the Home Affairs Committee. I'll put all of them in the description. Please find out time to fill all of them so that you don't get caught up in the system where you can't move forward, you can't do anything. And like I said, you can make your plans to move to Canada, to any other country that you feel is best for you, because you're going to be donating your youth. I'm saying donating your youth. This is not what I look like when I came into the UK. So you will work so hard, you pay taxes, and you will be donating your youth. And you want something in return. For some of us that think, okay, I won't get a mortgage until I get ILR. So what are you going to do? Like I said, it's still a proposal, and we are doing all we can to make the government make it fair. We want it to be fair and just for everybody, for the UK economy to grow, for the British people to be at peace, for us to also excel with our families. The best way is to make it fair. Like I said, they know that students will switch to the care worker visa pathway. Many people who have British citizenship and ILR do not want to do that job. So it seems like to them it's a fairer way to lock everybody in on that pathway for longer. That is why I shared that video about you getting an occupation that earns more, but is still under the health and care visa. You will not pay IHS fees, and is in high demand, and is less likely to get 10 years. It's going to get 5 years, because is working in a public service domain or environment, like the government said. So, guys, what do you think? What do you think you can advise your friends, your brothers who want to come into the UK? What is your advice? Should they pick the UK as a destination country to study? Should they come into the UK to work? What is your advice for someone right now who is gathering their money and wants to pursue a master's and is hoping to fill a skills shortage in a particular sector? What would you advise them to do? And also, what would you advise your fellow friends and brothers who are already in the system, qualifying period? My advice is, do not panic, just strategize. It's not about fear, it's about leading with strategy, guys. And yeah, the petition is currently at 202,038 signatures. I support it. Don't take benefits, but get your ILR and continue to work and support the system. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
Africa's rich history is filled with stories of powerful kings and queens, like Queen Amina of Zazzau, the fearless warrior queen, King Mansa Musa of Mali, the wise and just ruler, Queen Nzinga of Angola, King Shaka Zulu, and many other notable African rulers. Join us on a journey through the lives of Africa's most legendary kings and queens. In African Kings and Queens, discover the fascinating stories of these iconic leaders. Get your copy now on Amazon Kindle. Grab your copy now.